Joey, I'm gonna show you. It's an article from Property Shark, and then
I need to get
okay. So number 8
in Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Oh. Guess who's number 1?
Luna Key.
From what company?
Wow. My goodness, you gotta post this.
Welcome back to my channel. This is Luna over here. I'm a real estate agent here in Philly. In today's video, we're gonna cover 6 tips that I have for new real estate agents. I saw a lot of you guys join my private Facebook group, and most of you guys are new. So I just figured, cause, you know, every day I get DMs of people asking me, do you have any advice for people who are about to join real estate or somebody who's like taking the class? So before we start the video, if you guys are new to my channel, welcome. I am a real estate agent here in Philly, and it's my 4 years in real estate. I've posted since I was a brand new real estate agent. So I pretty much use YouTube to document my journey. First time here, make sure you subscribe to this channel and click notification bell so you don't miss another video. Is you gotta do the necessary check and all the requirements of being a real estate agent. So first of all, you have to be 18 years old. You gotta pass a criminal background check. Step number 2 is to pass your real estate exam. But you don't have to be so worried about all the content that you're learning from the exam. A lot of times, I don't think anything I'm learning or come across in the exam is something that I'm dealing with in the real life. It's completely different. It's more like you make mistakes and you learn. It's more about how you are combining yourself into society, and it's just like more raw stuff versus like in the exam, it's more ideal situation. To learn a lot of stuff, make a lot of mistakes, and kind of embarrass yourself your first couple years. Trust me, when I first started real estate, I mean, I've made so many mistakes and embarrassing stories. I remember the first time I was taking an old couple to go take a look at like a $500,000 townhome in the city. They were using those really old-fashioned lockbox. I'm gonna try to see if I can find a picture right there. And I've been having so much issue just opening the lockbox. And I was on the phone with the listing agent, and listing agent just don't pick up their phone. So I was so mortified, and my clients were staring at me. They were just standing right next to me. I was like, oh, I almost got it. I'll get it. And then I just couldn't open the lockbox. So I turned to them after like 10 minutes of trying. I was like, why don't we just go look the next house? I think there's something wrong with this lockbox. I just don't know how to open it. So that's, you know, something that's embarrassing, but it's gonna happen to everyone. And getting no's constantly. I am an advocate of learn it the hard way. The more no that you hear, it's gonna get easier for you to get a yes, right? So if you hear 100 no's, then you're gonna get 1 yes. That's why I still do a lot of my own prospecting and getting future clients until this day. And the fact about like getting no's, it's also how you handle with objection. If the prospect says, hey, I'm not interested, you can't just give up at the first no. You gotta try at least a couple more times. Ask them, like, why aren't you interested? Are you not interested now? Or are you just not interested about selling your house in the next 10 years? And then they might say, oh, I'm like retiring in like 3 years, and you know, maybe I'll start thinking about selling then. Then that's not really a completely no. Like once you figure out the problem, you go in depth, asking them why. Is there any concern? Is there any issue? That way you can still capture that lead and maybe give them a call in 3 years after they retired. This is what I would give to brand new agent. I think it's definitely helpful to have a certain routine, because in real estate, you're not gonna see result, like not in 3 months or 6 months. So having a dedicated routine every day and just focus on the daily task rather than seeing result right away, it's gonna help you stay on track. So a couple things that I have been tracking. Listen to this. A couple of things that I have been tracking is hours I'm spending on the phone cold calling new prospect, and 2, how many appointments I'm going on in a week. My goal is to still go on to 5 listing appointments a week and try to take 2 per week. But recently, I've been going on this week like 3 appointments. I wish I could go on more. But something that I've realized the later years I'm in real estate is the more appointment I'm going to, especially this year, I am more likely to take the listing on the appointment that I go to versus last year or my second year, because I think I'm just not as good at qualifying my prospect and I don't know how to ask the right question on the phone. Versus right now, if I get a feel of their plan, if I talk to them, prospect them on the phone, asking more questions and get more well prepared with more follow-ups, the time I go to the listing appointment, I will take that listing. Don't overthink about doing something. That bothers me a lot when I do my follow-up calls. I constantly think about, I've just called them like 2 weeks ago. Should I call them and follow up right now? And the answer is yes. You shouldn't really question yourself about following up because people never pick up their phone. And if you call them 2 weeks ago, you did talk to them, they most likely won't remember anything that you said 2 weeks ago. They're not even keeping track on how long you called them. So if a prospect is telling you that they were thinking about in 3 months, my best bet is you definitely want to send them your business card, and then you want to send a follow-up letter or a postcard or give them a phone call every 2 weeks because you want to stay on top of it. You want them to constantly see your face like every 2 weeks and have a touch there. So that way when they are thinking about selling, because a lot of time if they tell you 3, they might be thinking about selling in 1.5 months, they will be ready. So you will be the first agent that come to their mind. So don't overthink about prospecting. Don't overthink about follow-up calls. Do not have a fancy lifestyle. It doesn't matter how much money you are making. If you are a real estate agent, I will focus more on saving and try to create more passive income with different income stream versus think about the time to spend your money. I find that time is so precious and valuable right now. I would much rather think about how I can use this time to make money rather than spend money. I don't really splurge on anything. I don't like fancy bags. I don't like fancy vacation. If anything, I'll just take a day off, not working, stay at home with my dog and my cat and watch Netflix, whatever. I think that's vacation for me, but I would not really want to do anything fancy or go out to a restaurant. I don't know, that's just not on my mind. It's not like I'm not telling you guys not to have a nice lifestyle. It's just you gotta think about saving and then invest in other things. And once your cash flow kicks in or your money is starting to make money, then you can use that money to spend on things that you like. And the last tip that I have for you guys is to step out of your comfort zone. Every 6 months, I always tell myself to challenge myself, do something that I'm not comfortable with. And I've been doing it the past 3 to 4 years. And this year, my ultimate goal is, the very beginning of this year, I launched my own course. And then the mid of this year, I'm also keeping a secret from you guys right now, but I'm doing something that I'm really excited about. It's a completely new journey and I've been always want to do it, the beginning of my real estate journey. So I really hope this works out, and if it does, I will make other videos to take you guys on my other journey, which I will review in about a month or so. So these 6 are the steps, and then also maybe just tips that I will give to brand new agents that are thinking about getting their real estate license or trying to find out more information about becoming a real estate agent. And if you guys like this type of video, make sure you comment down below, leave fortune cookies, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.